What's up, Daiwa fans? Chris Martin here, back at Daiwa On Demand. Today we're taking a look at telescoping travel rods. What I've got right here is the new ARDITO JITTE travel rod. Now this last year, Daiwa came out with some really awesome travel tackle, high quality travel tackle. Today, we're going to take a look at the assembly, the care, and disassembly of telescoping travel rods. So, with the ARDITO model, that rod cover piece comes off of the rod and screws onto the lower part, becoming your handle assembly. Okay, so the proper way to go ahead and assemble your telescoping rod, starting from the base, put the rod into your armpit just like that, and you want to feed the guides out, the rod sections out from the tip. This is the proper way that they do it in Japan. Now, a critical component of this assembly process, when you come to these sections themselves, you want to pull that section out and twist to lock it into place, just lightly. Okay, so again, we're going to pull the guides out, and these are free-floating guides. When we come in tight, you'll see here that these guides float up and down. That's just why it's very important to start from the tip and pull them into their positions. You don't need to do it too tight. You'll feel it kind of lock into place, then you are good to go. And again, we're going to come to another rod section here. We're going to extend it out till it starts to get snug, and then twist that rod section into place. That is what is going to lock those sections in and allow you to disassemble it later on. Okay, so we're going to keep continuing down all the way to the base guide, trying to keep everything in line so you make sure you got a nice straight guide train. Once we get down to that base section, again, we're going to come out and then we're going to twist and lock it into place. Good to go on that one. So now we're at the very base section. Pull it out, make sure that your rod guides line up with your reel seat. You're good to go on that end. Then this guide is actually a collapsible spinning tackle guide. So you're going to fold that up into position. Okay, so we are good to go, ready to fish as this rod is right now. Now, some care situations, some things to consider when you're working with a telescoping rod. When you're ready to begin disassembly, it is paramount that the rod is clean. These sections fit into each other with very tight tolerances. So you want to make sure, even if you're just fishing in fresh water, that you rinse the rod off with fresh water again. You want to remove any sand, algae, moss, any kind of debris that could cause these sections to lock in with each other. So once you're cleaned up, you're ready to go, you're going to start the disassembly from the base section. And again, just a slight little twist will allow these sections to come apart from each other. Again, just going to slowly, carefully bringing them back into position. This base stripper guide on the ARDITO model is a pinch and fold situation, okay? So again, slowly twisting and disassembling the rod, making sure that those guides are in good shape as we're going down. You can do a light tap to unseat the guides as well. Nothing too strong. Again, make sure that you're taking good care of the equipment. But a nice light tap will generally unseat them. And once you get to those sections that you've locked in, again, just twist and slowly push them back into their positions. Okay, so now we're ready to go. I'm going to take that handle piece off, and we're ready to hit the road again. So the same situation is going to apply with the standard ARDITO telescoping models. Now, again, assembly, same situation. Pull the guides all the way out, and once you get to those sections that are their actual rods, twist and lock them into place. Twist and lock into place. Now, another factor that I would like to talk about is, again, having to do with that disassembly process. That's a situation where a lot of people will find that they get a rod section stuck out and extended. What you can do in those situations is cool the rod down. Generally, when you're going to get your day started, you're going to be putting the rod together in a nice air-conditioned situation, a nice air-conditioned area. And with that, the material is going to be nice and condensed. When you go out fishing, it's hot outside, that material is actually going to expand. So it could potentially lock those sections into place. If you get to that situation where you can't just get that that section to slide back in, what you need to do is cool that material down. So take it inside, let it sit overnight, or let it sit inside for a couple of hours, and then try to get that twisting motion to get them unseated. If that doesn't work, collapse it down as much as you can, put it in the freezer for a little while. That's going to further condense that material and allow you to reseat those sections back into place. And again, nice, gentle, easy movements, untwisting, unlocking those sections, putting everything back together nice and easily. And you guys will be good to go. Well, that's all we've got here as far as telescoping rods go. Hope you enjoyed.